Hi, I'm Katie Clark, registered dietitian. In this video, we're going to talk about pregnancy and weight gain. We'll look at nutrition counseling tips for healthy meal planning and discuss individual nutrient needs to help our patients and clients meet their pregnancy weight gain goals. Pregnancy weight gain recommendations are based on the pre-pregnancy BMI, or body mass index. The National Institutes of Health have established the BMI categories. The NIH says that for a woman who has a BMI of less than 18.5, she's considered to be underweight. The healthy weight category is a BMI of 18.5 to 24.9. Overweight is a BMI of 25 to 29.9. And a BMI greater than 30 is considered to be obese. The Institute of Medicine is the body that has established the weight gain guidelines during pregnancy. And these guidelines are also based on BMI, although slightly different categories. For the IOM weight gain guidelines, an underweight woman, or more specifically, a woman who has a BMI of less than 19.8, needs to gain somewhere between 28 and 40 pounds in total by the end of her pregnancy. For a woman in the healthy body weight range, or a BMI of 19.8 to 26, she should gain between 25 and 35 pounds in total by the end of pregnancy. For overweight women who are in the BMI category of 26 to 29, they should gain between 15 and 25 pounds. And for pregnant women with a BMI greater than 29, weight gain should be at least 15 pounds. It's important to remind pregnant women that pregnancy is not a time to lose weight. No pregnant woman should be losing weight. Now, occasionally, in the first trimester, if a pregnant woman is experiencing morning sickness, she might lose a pound or two, and that's okay. But starting at the beginning of the second trimester, all pregnant women should be experiencing slow, steady, gradual weight gain. So how fast should you be gaining weight during pregnancy? For the first trimester, it's perfectly okay not to gain any weight. The national guidelines are that for the first trimester, a pregnant woman should be gaining somewhere between 0 to 5 pounds in that 3-month period. Now, starting at the beginning of the second trimester, women in a healthy BMI range need to be gaining about 1 pound per week for the remainder of their pregnancy. Now, what if you're carrying multiples? For twins, the weekly weight gain starting at the beginning of the second trimester is 1.5 pounds per week, meaning that by the end of pregnancy, a woman with twins should have gained somewhere between 35 and 45 pounds. Now, for triplets, she also needs to gain 1.5 pounds per week, but that weight gain should start at the beginning of pregnancy. And a woman carrying triplets needs to gain a total of 50 pounds by the end of pregnancy. These guidelines will vary slightly depending upon what the woman's pre-pregnancy BMI range is. It's best to talk to women about their weight before they become pregnant. Slow, gradual weight gain of 1 pound per week starting at the beginning of the second trimester is advisable for most women with a healthy BMI. Research has shown that getting to a healthy BMI prior to becoming pregnant and then gaining weight at a slow, gradual pace during pregnancy is the best way to help achieve a healthy pregnancy outcome and the best optimal health for the mother and the baby. Hi Wendy, it's nice to meet you.
You too.
So tell me a little bit about how pregnant you are and how much weight you've gained so far.
Well, I'm at 14 weeks now, which is, I guess, just the start of my second trimester, and I've gained 4 pounds.
That's perfect. In your first trimester, you can gain anywhere between 0 and 5 pounds and be within the recommended range. But now that you're going into your second trimester, it's time to start gaining about 1 pound per week, and you'll continue to do that until the end of your pregnancy. How's your appetite been lately?
Well, I do feel hungrier more often, but I was sick for a little while, or actually a few weeks. So I guess I'm eating about the same as I was before I was pregnant.
Okay, and that's also fine because in the first trimester, you don't even need to increase the amount of calories that you're eating because your baby's so small, he doesn't really need that much. But moving forward, you will need to increase your calories. And in the second trimester, you want to add an additional 340 calories per day on top of the food that you usually eat. When you get to the third trimester, though, that goes up a little bit more, and you'll have a total of 450 calories per day on top of the amount of the same food that you were eating before you got pregnant. Now, these extra calories should help you gain that 1 pound per week that we talked about, so that by the end of pregnancy, you hopefully will have gained somewhere between 25 to 35 pounds.
Okay, that sounds fine. But everyone says how great I look for being pregnant. So I'm just worried I'm going to get as big as a house.
I hear where you're coming from, but I want you to keep in mind that 1 pound per week is really necessary in order to help your baby grow at the appropriate rate. Also, if you can keep your weight gain pretty steady and slow like that, it'll be a lot easier for you to get back to your pre-pregnancy weight after you have the baby.
Okay. It's just weird that I'm going to get 25 pounds fatter.
Well, I want you to keep in mind that it's not all fat that you're gaining, okay? Here, take a look at this picture. All right. So what you see here are the components of the weight that you're gaining by the time you're ready to have your baby. The fetus itself is going to weigh 8 pounds, okay? The placenta and the amniotic fluid are going to contribute another 3 pounds. The increasing volume of your blood weighs about 4 pounds, and the enlarging uterus and breasts weighs another 6 pounds. Now, it is true you will be gaining a little bit of fat, somewhere between 4 to 8 pounds of fat to get you ready for delivery. This fat's going to be really important when you're breastfeeding because it provides most of the energy for you and your baby. And breastfeeding is also going to be helpful for you because it will help you burn that fat and again get back to your pre-pregnancy weight pretty quick after you have the baby. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. So what does 340 to 450 calories look like?
Now we're going to look at exactly how you can add the additional 340 or 450 calories that you'll need during the second and third trimester of pregnancy. The goal is to get enough calories to help your baby grow, but not too many extra calories that would make you gain excess weight. In the second trimester, you need an additional 340 calories on top of your normal intake. Now, most non-pregnant women need between 1,800 and 2,400 calories a day, so an additional 340 calories in the second trimester really isn't that much. Here are some sample 340 calorie meals and snack ideas that you can add into your meal pattern. You can have a peanut butter jelly sandwich made with 1 piece of whole wheat bread, a tablespoon of peanut butter, a tablespoon of jelly, and a medium-sized piece of fruit. Or some cereal, 1.5 cups of Raisin Bran with a cup of non-fat milk and a medium-sized banana. Or a quesadilla made with 1 flour tortilla, 1/4 cup of reduced fat shredded cheese, and 2 tablespoons of guacamole. How about some hummus and pita? There's a medium-sized whole wheat pita with 1/2 cup of hummus and celery and carrot sticks. In the third trimester, a pregnant woman needs 450 calories per day on top of her baseline needs. This is just 110 calories per day more than she needs in the second trimester. Here are some sample 450 calorie meal ideas. 1 cup of whole wheat pasta made with 1/2 cup of marinara sauce and 1 medium-sized meatball. A yogurt parfait made with 1 cup of non-fat yogurt, 1 cup of high-fiber cereal, 1 cup of raspberries, and 1 cup of blueberries. Even a hamburger can work if it's made from 4 ounces of extra lean ground beef, 1 whole wheat hamburger bun, lettuce, tomato, pickle, mustard, and 1 slice of reduced fat cheese. If you feel like you're getting hungry throughout the day, you can spread your 450 calories out over 3 150 calorie snacks. Here are some 150 calorie snack ideas. 5 cups of air-popped popcorn is 150 calories. 1 slice of whole wheat bread with 1 slice of reduced fat cheese. 1 packet of hot chocolate made with 1 cup non-fat milk. 3 cups of watermelon cube is 150 calories, as is 1 cup edamame in their shells. 3/4 cup non-fat yogurt with 1/2 cup blueberries is also 150 calories. Remember, you don't need any extra calories or any weight gain in the first trimester. But in the second and third trimesters, with a little planning, it's very easy to get the extra calories that you'll need in order to have the healthiest pregnancy possible.